Oh my goodness. All right, who can see me? Can anyone? Anyone? Okay, my mom says she can see me, but it's not a live feed. She says it's not a live feed. Anybody else? You're probably going to hear Olivia in the background. Okay, so we'll get on with what today's live was supposed to be for. Just leave that right there. All right, so I was going to show y'all what I do with all of my, let's move this up a little bit. All right. This is what I do with all of my leftover fabric scraps from projects and such. Okay, so I cut them all up into 2-inch squares and I put them in these boxes. And then I make these panels. Excuse me, Pearl. Pearl is sitting on the quilt. Of course he is. So I end up making these panels and I put them together quilt as you go style. So on the front is the 2-inch squares, and on the back you either have a pieced back or a whole back, and then you have this piece here that covers up the join. Okay, you can have that back, Pearl. Ooh, for now. So I've got 2 rows of this panel completed, and I thought we would complete the rest of the panel together. So I just kind of lay my panel out like this, and I try to get like a good assortment of different squares. So I'll just take my, and I'll pull one out. Just kind of rehearse where I want them to go. So we have to make 3 9 patches. So this is So you make a 9 patch and then you sew them together is how I'll make this. So let's see. And one of these. Let's see. One of these. I have a truck over here, so I'll put a truck over here. Let's see. Let's get us some red going. And a lot of the times I like to try to fussy cut if I can and get something like right in the center. So you can't always get that. So you get one that looks like this. It's still cute. I try to get the smiles at least the right side up. And let's see. Let's do green. And we can do black with skeletons. And so we just kind of put them all together. Let's get us a yellow. And an orange. So we need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 7, 8, 9. So we need 9 across. 3 rows of 9 across. Let's see. Let's get us a green. All right, so let's get a purple. I try to get patterns, and when I have I've got a bunch of red, right? So a good just get a good mix of everything. I just sometimes try to just randomly pick stuff too, so I don't have to really think about it super hard. But it's all going to go together because it all just kind of mixes together. Let's get us a flower. Snowmans. Some polka dots. Let's get a flower. Okay, so we need 2 more. I have blue and let's see. I want to put a black right next to a blue. Let's see. Let's do this. Okay. So now that we have all of our blocks, we're just going to sew them into 9 patches. Put these over here. So I'll move this to the side for a second. Let's pull in. So if you want to leave a comment, I believe that, let's see. Let me see if I can So let's see. So I switched over to the, I have the YouTube app. Let's see. Copy that. Not quite sure. Here we go. All right. So down here at the bottom of the app, you would click chat. So down here at the bottom of the app, you would click chat. So down here at the bottom. That's trippy. Okay. So you would type chat and then like hello. Because if this is what you've got or whatever, I think you have to just click chat publicly, right? And then right down here at the bottom of the screen, that's where you would chat at. But let's get these. So we're going to sew these together at 1/4 of an inch seam allowance. I'm just learning how to do all of this lab stuff too, so let me tell you, I watched like 2-3 YouTube videos on how to get on here on live, and I still didn't successfully do it, so there, and then going to put the third one on. You'll probably hear Olivia in the background. Her room is really close to my sewing room, so. So I'll get all of these sewn into rows, the 9 patch. So what happened here Did I not put enough out? Did I drop some? I thought I got enough, but that's okay. Apparently need 3 more. So doing this with all of my scraps allows me to keep a better handle on all of the scraps, and I don't keep stuff around, you know, just storing random, you know, pieces of things, right? So, ooh, let's get us a kitty cat. And let's have a cute part of a bunny. And I guess we can have some black now. So anything smaller than 2 inches, I don't keep that. Okay. So it'll be nice to know what some of y'all do with your scraps. So but this is a good project for when you're just in between projects. If you just want to do some sewing that's not very, you know, like thought intensive, you need to just, you know, relax for a minute. And then eventually at the end, you'll have a quilt that essentially has like a timeline of all of your projects and things, which I think is really cool. And you'll have all of your scraps and stuff taken care of and not taking up space in your sewing room. Okay. So let's make some 9 patches. So again, you're just going to pull taut and then put one seam one way, one seam the other way, open it up, close it down where you want it to be, put a pin in. Look at these giant pins. Found them when I was cleaning up my room yesterday. I like them. Very easy for me to put in and very easy for me to pull out because of this big head on them. So Also, I found this huge needle when I was cleaning up my room yesterday. Look how crazy that is. I don't even know what this was for. Okay, so I just have it over here sticking out of my needle, whatever that pin cushion. Yeah, that's the word. So this will really help you also if you need to like practice doing 9 patches. So, or line it up or, that sort of thing, because this is a low, it doesn't really matter because this is, just a quilt we're making to use up our scraps. So if you're just practicing and it doesn't come out exactly right, this is a good project for that. I don't usually worry about it anyways, but because I'm usually making it for friends or family or charity, and there's nobody at a charity that's going to say, hey, this doesn't line up. If they do, don't give them any more quilts, okay? But we've never had that happen, so. And there's a lot of things you can do with this other than make a quilt. Like, you're essentially just making, what is a fabric panel, okay? You could use it to make a purse. You could use it to make, any sort of thing, right? Once you got the fabric panel sewn together. I bet you that these would hurt really bad if you stabbed yourself with them. Kind of a random thought, but maybe it's because I stab myself more than I ought to with pins and such. Oh man. So, well, I hope everybody had a happy holiday. I got over my thyroid surgery and we had a good holiday, so I'm very happy about that. I can't seem to be able to talk and line up seams at the same time. Oh, I guess you're using like different parts of your brain for that don't work well together or something maybe. All right, 2 9 patches down. One more to go. Ooh, we have 2 people. Woo! Oh. I wonder if one of those people is me on my phone. I bet you it is. well, you know, I am my biggest fan, so. Oh man, so corny. So, I mean, if y'all want to comment on what you want to see next week on the Friday Live, if I can figure out how to get on the scheduled one, I'll do some more research. It really just cannot be as hard as it's being for me. You know, if y'all want to comment some tips, maybe. Or if you want to comment some tips on the replay, on how to make that work better, that would be awesome. I thought I sewed this backwards just now, but I didn't. Alright, so we're going to put these together at the side. So it's supposed to be super cold or whatever this weekend. So hope y'all bundle up. People get kind of crazy around here when it gets cold outside. You know, I don't think I'm going to schedule it next Friday. I'm just going to go live and put it up on Facebook. Seeing that I can't figure out. And I'll do some more testing or whatever. Oh, yeah, you have to have a channel to be able to chat. You have to be logged into your YouTube account on the app to be able to chat. I wonder why that's not working then. It's very interesting. Right. It's very interesting. why that's happening to you, Mom. We'll have to get together and do a test, maybe. So I'm going to add this one onto the end. I could go get my 14-year-old daughter. She probably could tell me what I'm doing wrong. It's funny. So I make this whole thing out of scraps, and I'm going to show you in just a second how to put some batting together, because I use my batting scraps also for the batting inside of this, so that I don't have to use fresh new batting. So I'll show you how to join those pieces together. As soon as I get this. You can kind of feel it with your fingers after a while. Okay. Alright, so let's do this. There's absolutely no way I would run over these pins. Sometimes I might like try to let it slide, but these pins are ginormous. So I just let it get on there close to hold it, and then I'll take it out. But this is not a show quilt or anything, so it's not like we're having to be exact. This is just how to use up scraps, and it's just a fun, it's not supposed to be a stressful project, This is a good one if you have someone new who's trying to learn also. So, I mean, that's a thought. So right now the quilt is 6 of these long, and I'm probably going to make it 6 by 7 or 6 by 8. How long will it take to complete? As long as it takes me to to sew all these. I kind of just do it as I have, time. I mean, I don't, like I said, I don't try to push myself. So we have all of these, right? So this is the panel, and it has, I believe, 81 blocks on every panel because it's 999. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 times 9 is 81, so that's right. So I'm gonna get I do. Okay, so we're gonna put our open toe foot on because I'm gonna do a zigzag so that I can join. Did I wash the fabric pieces first? No. I don't do that unless I have to starch it, and then I will wet it and starch it. But I never do because it's a when you wash a quilt, I like for it to have that like crinkle, and you only get that crinkle that crinkle look if it like what's it called when it gets littler? If it shrinks a little bit around the in the washing machine when you wash it around the quilting. Okay, so how much does the batting and the backing cost to make a charity quilt? Well, my quilt guild buys the batting and the backing. So, but I bought them for my own quilts, and if you do just regular like cotton quilting, cotton on the back, you can do it for like $20. But I like to put fleece on the back, so because I like it to be soft. So that gets to be a little bit more expensive. So this is what I was going to show you. So I have these batting scraps from other projects, okay? So obviously they're not the right size for this, right? So here's what we're going to do. Well, we're going to put our foot on for one. All right, we're going to do a zigzag. And you can zigzag these two pieces of batting together. And you won't ever be able to tell. So just make sure that zigzag hits one side, then hits the other side, then hits one side, then hits the other side. It's okay if it like bulges right there in the middle, because that zigzag is gonna like push it down. Okay, so look. So this is what I use all of my batting scraps, and then I zigzag them all together like this, so that my quilt not only uses up all my scrap fabric, but it really uses up all my scrap batting, so I don't feel bad about losing the money. But you can do this on a regular quilt too. I mean, I've done it in regular projects. I mean, you can't tell at the end. So look. All right. So this still isn't big enough, I don't think. Nope, we need one. We need another piece. But I'm going to cut this off so that we can get a full straight line. See, and I'll just join that to something else later, or if I have a small little pocket or something, I can use that. So let me grab some, let me look at this. Nope, it's not big enough. Let me grab some more scraps out of my scrap basket. All right, and this is what I'm talking about. I have a basket in my closet. It's just like all these scraps, okay? So let's see what we got. All right, so this looks like a good piece right here, right? So let's go ahead and add that. Yes,
What did I?
I'm on a live, so
Yeah, I know.
everybody say hello to Olivia. My one person, which is my mom. Dinner is whatever you make yourself, Olivia.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Y'all even said it to me.
Olivia's like, what's for dinner? Whatever you make yourself because you're 14 years old, that's what. Okay, so now we have a piece of batting that's big enough for our project. Let's put this back in the batting basket. All right. The best person, yes, Mom, you're the best person ever. All right. So now we can put our that cat's upside down. The whole thing's upside. Oh well. But this whole thing is upside down right here. Not that it really matters on this quilt, but oh man. So I have this fabric left over from a project, so I'm going to use this as the backing. All right. So you want to leave 1/2 inch because it may shrink up a little bit. So I'm going to square this up a little bit for just 1/2 inch over. All right, good night, Mom. Thanks for coming. Okay, so now that we are trimmed, right, I'm gonna put our backing down, make sure which way is the right way. Let's see, which way is the right way? Maybe it doesn't matter on this fabric. All right, so we'll put our backing down. Make it a little bit bigger than the batting. And I'll go ahead and cut that with scissors. Because we're going to have to trim it up later anyways. Okay. So we still have a bunch of that backing for the next one that we do. So essentially what we're going to do at this point is I'm going to put a couple of pins just to hold it. All right, so the way I have quilted these in the past, or well, the way I'm doing it is I am just going 1/8 of an inch away from the seam here, okay? So and I would just do that on every single line. So that would take a long time to do, right? Then I would sew this to the side of the row, but that's already 6, so I'll just start a new row with this. But to show you, so I do all the lines going one way. Oop, my light's not staying on. All right. So I would do all the lines one way. Oop. Need to put our 1/4 of an inch foot back on and put it back on a straight stitch. I don't know how many times I've accidentally slammed my needle into this foot on being on a zigzag still. So you're going to do 1/8 of an inch away. Start off of the project and then sew onto the project. Okay? Let's get this going a little faster. So there you go. And you're just going to do all of them one way and then all of them the other way. And that will use up. Oh, that is my light. That'll use up your scrap fabrics. I hope you enjoyed this. And I will see you next Friday. Thanks.